Happy holiday season, everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to make these simple and quick gift card and money holders using just your scraps. Let's get started. Hi everyone, I'm Monique of Monique Ramsey Creates. If this is your first time here, welcome. If not, welcome back. So today I'm going to show you how to do these quick and simple cards, and I'm really just going to use a few pieces of paper. Let me move this out the way. Okay, so to start, we got a scrap piece of paper here, and it measures 4 1/4 by 6. And if you have a directional design on it, you're going to want your design going up along the 6-inch side. And then we have another piece here. It's 1 by 6 inches. And then this is just a little scrap that I made, or I cut, I guess, to use as a tag. We'll also need either tape or glue. I'm going to use tape for this today. And I like to use a bone folder, but it's not necessary. I'll also be using a corner rounder, a circle punch, and my score pad. Now, these 3 are not necessary, but they do make things easier. So, what we're going to do first, I'm just going to slightly move that, is we're going to score our long paper with the side we want to go up, and I want the cups to go up. So with that, I'm going to face it this way. And I'm going to make sure that the directions are going this way towards, or this way, because when we fold it, we want them to be right side up. And so I will score this, let's see, at 1 1/4. So 1 1/4 and 3 3/4. And then I'll also score this piece, which I want on this side when we're finished. So I'm going to face it down. This piece will be scored at 1 3/4 and 4 1/4. And so if you don't have a scoring pad, you can actually use a ruler and just measure along your edge and then fold it that way. Next, I'm going to take my corner punch. And so this one is the Memory Keeper Chomper. And it has 1 1/4 and a half. But if you have a decorative punch, you can use that too. I personally like to use the 1/2 inch, but it's just a preference. You can use whichever. And we're going to punch along the top piece. So this is our short piece at 1 1/4. This is the piece on the top. So we'll punch those two. And we'll also punch all 4 corners of our scraps. For our scrap piece here. Okay. Now we're done with that. And now I'll take my circle punch and I'll punch the bottom and I'll eyeball around the middle part. Just punch that out. And that's all we have to do. So what I like to do is I like to take my tape first and apply it to my ends. And you want to get this as close to the edge as possible. Let me do it this way. And do it again on this side. And I know this looks a little rough, but it'll be okay. I'm actually going to trim this one. It's a little longer than it needs to be. I want it to be on the other side of the score mark. I'm going to burnish those down. And then I'm going to peel off the paper. We'll fold this. And you want to make sure your edges line up so they can stay clean. And just give it a good rub. You can also use your finger. And rub along the tape ends. And we'll turn and we'll fold it across the other end. For this next part, I actually like to take this part and put it alongside and fold one end up and one end down. And you see, if you're not careful, you'll get an overlap here. So you want to finagle this just a little bit before you crease it down. And then you fold. And you also do not want this super tight. You want a little bit of breathing. And so I like to put a little bit of tape on both ends just to make sure that it's nice and covered. Give those a good burnish. Sorry, that was probably louder than it needed to be. We'll touch those down and burnish again. So for this part, we're going to want to actually put the glue on this piece. If we put it on here, if you'll notice it's longer, so we won't be able to tell how much we need. So what I'll do is I'll just take another piece of tape here. Just cut a piece off. And I'll eyeball the center again. And stick it in there. And burnish it down. For this, I like to actually put this on the overlapping edge to cover it. That way we have one side that still looks really nice. And put that around here. And you can make this as fat or as wide as you want. I just use whatever scrap size I have, and so this is what I ended up with. And I'll take a marker. I'll write 2. And from. And then that's it. That is our whole gift card envelope. You just slide your belly band on. And that's it. Simple, easy, and quick for any of those last minute gifts. Take care. Be blessed.